County District Library planned a program for teens titled Drag 101. This program has been canceled. The program had been scheduled for June 5th at 2 p.m. here at the Orange Branch Library. This program featured local drag performer Selena T. West to demonstrate the art of creating a character, costuming, and applying makeup. As the local community became aware of the program, they asked several questions and shared their concerns. We appreciated this input and made some changes based on what we heard. However, as attention to the program grew, so did the influx of phone calls and emails. Hundreds of people expressed their support or their concern. Our hearts overflowed with the stories that people told us. Stories that said they wished a program like this had been offered when they were a teen living in Delaware County. Stories from parents and grandparents who said they were proud to live in a community with a library that supported them and their children. Stories from teens who would attend the program and are excited for the library's offerings of inclusive and diverse programming. However, there were also some hostile and angry messages. A small number of these messages appeared to threaten the safety of our staff, our patrons, Selena, and the teens and caregivers for whom we strive to provide a safe space. Our number one priority as a library is to ensure that everyone who walks in our doors feels safe. Our mission statement ensures that we will provide lifelong learning in a friendly environment. Threats of protests, hate, and violence stand in direct conflict with that mission, and we cannot sacrifice the safety of the people we serve. Over the last 2 weeks, we've held meetings with the Delaware City Police Department, the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, with our staff members and Selena West. The Sheriff's Office, which has jurisdiction for the Orange Branch Library, shares in our concerns for the safety of the public and the teens in attendance at this event. For these reasons, the Drag 101 program will not be held at the Delaware County District Library. No alternate teen program will replace this event in the library on June 5th. The rest of the 400 plus programs planned during our summer reading club will go on as scheduled. Let me be very clear. This is in no way a victory for anyone. But the library will continue to serve as a safe space for the entire community, not just the minority, not just the majority. Please continue using the library to engage your curiosity, expand your opportunities, and improve your quality of life. I'll now take questions from the media. Yes, sir.
Before we give us respect from News One, was there any consideration of adding any type of security or anything to reinforce the event before canceling it?
Absolutely. That was why we were meeting with the Sheriff's Department to see if we could bring in additional police. As we were getting these messages, it became clear that the police presence of any kind, of the kind that would be required for this, would have overwhelmed the audience. And that is one of the reasons that we decided we needed to cancel.
Can you give us any more details about the threats that you received? Were there any specific threats?
There were specific threats, but this is an ongoing investigation, and the Sheriff's Department has asked that we not release any information. Other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Do you foresee in the future that maybe this will happen sometime later in the year?
The program will happen, but it will not be, the library is not involved. Other questions?
What about other types of LGBT programming? Do you have any other types of scheduled LGBT programming this month, especially targeting teens?
No, we don't. Not specifically LGBT programming targeting teens or adults for that matter.
Since there was such a demand for this program, will you look to bring any type of youth programming that targets LGBT youth here in the future?
One of the things that we'll be looking at is creating a teen advisory committee that will help us make sure that we are hearing exactly what teens need. We also work very closely with the schools, with the diversity officers at the various school districts and other people to make sure that we're providing appropriate programming. So we'll be looking at that in the future, yes. Yes?
With these threats, how do you, I don't know, what do you say to our community, that has, would like this kind of programming?
That's a really good question. I think one of the things that we can say is that the people who support this kind of programming need to be as vocal and as public as the people who oppose it. We need to make sure that all voices are being heard, that this is actually an exchange of information in the community. I will tell you that one of one of the positive things that may have come out of this is a lot of conversations are happening in people's homes that we'll never know about. But these conversations perhaps are sparked where parents are actually talking to their teens about what this is about, and in talking in the context of the family, which is where these conversations need to be happening. And so we're hopeful that that's one of the positives that will come out of this. But a good conversation in the community requires all voices to be heard. Other questions?